Here is how to get over the fear of being judged. Truth is, it never stops, it never will stop, and you're always going to have to deal with it. This is something in your life, especially if you want to build something that's a little different or do something different. Judgment is going to happen. Now, I've always been a very versatile guy. I've liked different books. I've liked gaming. I've liked all sorts of gaming. I've liked riding dirt bikes. I've liked being outdoors. I've liked content creation. That's why you're watching this video right now. I'm super versatile. I've liked all sorts of different things. And I find in society, people love to get into little groups about these things. Whether that was, bring back being in my hometown. It was northern Canada, so there was a lot of more country people up there. That was different. It was fun, and I'd talk a lot about interests with them. But then it was weird because I've had other friend groups where we just talk about video games and what's going on in the latest video game. And it was always hard because I was bouncing in between them. Like, if I talk about the wrong thing, I'm getting judged. There's no winning. So my secret to it was kind of developed through having to deal with all that. And I was like, how do I get over this? Because at some point I'll have to get over it. And what I come to realize was, let's use content creation for an example. I know that's a very, very big thing right now. Everyone wants to do it. For example, with that, it was hard because pulling out a camera in public or saying anything about that, especially a couple of years ago, was like, oh, that's kind of stupid. You want to be a TikToker, you want to be a YouTuber, and especially older people would always clown on it. And it was hard because it was like, but that's what I really, really enjoy. I really enjoy putting that out there. And what I had to learn pretty much was I started looking at these people that were giving me the criticism, and even close loved ones. That's the hardest. And that's where most of it's going to come from. Most judgment, most criticism is going to come from close loved ones. And I had to start asking the question, have you done it yourself? Have you tried it? Have you looked into it? Most of the time, the answer was no. And once I figured that out, I started using it more and more often because it's repetitive and judgment comes out of nowhere. At any moment, it could happen. I started to have to train myself, like, okay, who's saying this? Have you done it before? Why are you saying it? Is it just because it's different to you? Or is it because you have a legitimate criticism? Or just something, hey, maybe be aware of this. I don't know for sure. But, it comes out of everywhere. And I really had to practice using that every single time. It was definitely hard, but it really helped. The other thing is that helped a bit, but then I had to realize, like, okay, if judgment is gonna hold me back from the things I love and the things I really want to do or try, what is the cost of that? Because everything comes at a cost. That's when I realized the cost was greater than the fear of being judged. The cost was at the end of your life, because it's gonna happen one day. At the end, looking back and being like, I didn't do that because people would judge me. And I started to think about that. Okay, well, if I never did social media, if I never even tried it, I at least tried it. And I was old now, and it would be harder to do. And I sat there and was like, but I really love that. I wish I tried that. That fear overpowered being judged me. And I started to have to remember that every time I was being judged. I was like, but what if I don't do it? What's the cost if I don't do it? What's the cost if I don't try it? And, really, that's what it comes down to. Are you willing to make that sacrifice over a fear of being judged? To sit there at the end and be like, I wish I tried that. I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's a good investment. And this doesn't go for constructive criticism, especially from people who have tried it. Listen to them. Take their advice. Take it in chunks. Maybe you disagree with it. That's fine. That is totally fine. Even if they've done it before, maybe you disagree with a certain thing. I know I've had many experiences like that. But don't let it hold you back. And every time, it's gotta be like that in your head. Every time you hear judgment, it's like, have they done it before? Okay, they haven't. Then why am I gonna let it hold me back? Why am I gonna let them even phase me? You can't even be phased by it. It's like, okay, well, thanks, man. Have a good one. You too. Don't let it hold you back, because there's a real cost to it that you don't realize. And have fun with it. You know, maybe you with your stupid camera holding it up in public will actually make someone's day. Maybe a cool experience will happen that you didn't think would happen, or someone would come up to you and be super interested by it, and they maybe even like content creation as well. You just never know. And if that's your true self, if that's truly who you think you are, don't let it hold you back. Worst case scenario, oh, well, maybe I didn't like it so much. Okay, I'll try something else. That's completely fine. That's completely fine, and you can always go back. And, oh, what, you're feared? Are you scared of sitting there going, oh, I tried this and it failed and I look stupid now? Again, it comes back to the same thing. At least you tried it. At least you know. Some people will never even know. So yeah, that is honestly how I got over the fear of being judged. Was those two simple things. And just like reps in the gym, you just need to try and use that thought process every single time it comes up.